Today I'm going to explain in this video what I take the email to mean. If you're new and you're investing with Vanguard for the first time, this might be a bit of a shock for you. So it's like an increase. They're making it £4 a month minimum account fee. £48 a year. That's quite a lot of money. What do you get back for that? Is that a high fee in comparison to other places? What should you do with your money? Should you move it somewhere else? There's a few things I'm going to cover in this video. Let's look through the email first. We need to let you know of upcoming changes to our terms and conditions for clients who self-manage their stocks and shares, ISA, general account, or pension, SIP, personal pension. So this is like a range of accounts they offer. If you're self-employed, you work for yourself, like I talk about in my podcast, zulftalks.com, then SIP is something you put money into. It's a personal pension plan. They're going to basically charge you more fees on those. If you got an ISA account, stocks and shares ISA, or a general account with them, it basically sounds like every account they offer, they're going to increase the fee. What does the fee actually mean? So if you're new and you've not got a lot of money in there, you're probably going to be most affected. If you're investing in a pension, if you're investing in accounts for a long term, like for years, that can easily be achievable. Now, let's have a look at this. So £32,000 is going to be the amount. So if you're paying £4 a month minimum account fee, that's going to be, in comparison to others, Vanguard were very good in terms of keeping their fees low and letting new investors come to the market, like a trustworthy name. But with this sleight hand, what they've done here, it sounds a bit like either they've had a change of management or they've had a change of mind, but they're going to be basically looking at how they can get more money. It sounds like anybody with under £32,000 in their account is not bringing in enough money for Vanguard. They're trying to either get more fees from them or encourage them to leave. That seems to be what they want to do based on what they're doing. And also pre-Christmas, people are going to be like not as on the ball. They're in holiday mode. Maybe they'll miss this email. Remember, these accounts are many years worth of running. So you kind of set it and you forget it. So many users are upset. I've had a look online. I've seen a couple of little comments on like the forums and posts, and the fees are unjustified, especially for simple set and forget accounts that don't require much management. So if this kind of slides under your radar and you miss this email, and 4 or 5 years down the line you notice that you're being charged on your account a higher fee than you expected, it's like a little bit misleading. They could have made like more of a communication about this so people know about it. So what does it mean? What's the main gist of it? So what's changing now? You pay 0.15% on any invested balance capped at £375 a year. So if you had a lot of money in there, you won't pay ever more than £375 a year. But now you're paying £4 a month for balances under £32,000. So that's an increase. Let's have a little look at examples they sent us on email. Examples of how this could affect you. You pay an account fee of 0.15%, which is about £30 a year. If you've got £20,000 in a ISA, from 31st of January 2025, you're going to pay £4 per month, which is £48 a year. That's an extra 18 pounds a year, or 35p a week. They've tried to make it justifiable by 35p a week, but realistically, you're paying more than you would have been paying before. If you've got a higher balance in there, you're going to be okay. But if you're new to investing and you're starting to save, like I talk about like quite a lot, like encouraging you to save money aside for like a future or an emergency part, or something goes wrong, you've got money. This is going to affect you. But how much will it affect you? Because I think if you've got a stocks and shares account, I looked at my stocks and shares account and I'm average making more money than what the fee is. So if I was putting that money in another savings account or with a different provider, would I make it any better? Do I want to transfer to another account? How much of an issue is this going to be for people? You need to think about this carefully, because £48 a year is a fee for an account where you can invest in a stocks and shares account. Vanguard have been okay since I've been with them. I've not had any issues with them. Customer service has been okay. I've been able to contact them via email. I've been able to call them, and I've got the support I needed. There are other accounts out there. I've heard trading 212 mentioned quite a lot by people to say they're cheaper. I've not had experience with them, so I don't know how well the behind the scenes are if you ever need any support. I've had a few questions I've raised with Vanguard and they've done quite well for me, letting me know. So it's going to be a big impact on small investors, people with smaller pots, particularly those in early career, like if you're saving. And they're going to feel targeted considering leaving Vanguard due to the price hike. Just consider how long you've been with them, how much you've made in your stocks and shares ISA. Is it justified to pay £48 if you're getting £500-600 worth of money that you're accumulating via interest or doing well on your stocks? Just weigh up the balances. The main thing with Vanguard is a lack of transparency. A lot of people are feeling like the announcement was a bit misleading. It was presented in a generic update. It looks like a generic update, but it's not, when it's actually like a significant change to their pricing structure and their plan. Vanguard have been like a big believer early on. When I hear the Vanguard name, I was like, okay, they're going to be people that you're trustworthy. They want to keep the prices low. Remember the adverts on TV? It seems like a little bit, something's changed. Yeah. So what are the alternatives? Many users I've seen online are mentioning alternatives, suggesting platforms like Invest Engine, Trading 212 and Prosper. I've not heard of that, so I might do some research. Personally, I'm not going to make any changes yet. I'm going to have a look and see what happens. They offer competitive rates for ISAs and SIPs with Trading 212 and Prosper and Invest Engine. So I think a lot of people are a little bit worried. What's the future? What's going to happen? What do you want to do? What should we do? Let me have a look at this email again, just to understand what the main... Okay, so they're giving you a couple of examples. What did they end up with? Set up a direct debit, manage your account simpler. Set up direct debit. Changes our process around full withdrawal and transfer from Vanguard. If you decide to withdraw everything from your account or make a full transfer to another provider, we'll send the full amount requested. When fees are due, you need to fund your account to pay them. After this change, if you decide to withdraw everything from your accounts or make a full transfer to another provider, we take any fees due to us first and pay any interest due to you at the same time as transferring your money to your bank account or new provider. Okay, so what are your options? I like that they're telling you you can close your account, you can transfer your balances to another provider. Just take note that Vanguard are very slow with transfer processes. If you transfer your ISA to another provider, you can look at anything between like 30 days. Pensions transfers could take as little as 10 working days, but ISAs take a little bit longer. Now, who was this person that sent this email out? Is it Head of Personal Investing UK, Ben Summers? That's the person that sent the email out. So fees and charges page. Let's have a look at fees and charges quickly before I might make another version of this where we compare and check what is going on. It's just at the moment is like holiday mode, so people aren't really, okay, so managed ISA management fee is going down, but we're introducing a £4 a month minimum account fee. The fees you pay depend on the type of account you have, the value of your investments, our fees by account type. Okay, we go. £32,000 and over, you don't have to worry basically. And the reason they made it £32,000 is because if you times that by the percentage they charge normally, like they get to a figure that they charge you as a fee. So they basically want to get a minimum fee from you. What this could mean for you. There's another example here. Yeah. Just feel a bit, I wasn't going to really make a video about this, but I thought a lot of people are questioning this and it's a bit of a worry at the moment. So I'm currently in the season, my podcast, I'm making another episode season. I'm just taking this session out quickly to make a short video explaining this. Hopefully this helps you, and I'll speak a little bit more about this topic. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you going to leave Vanguard? Are you going to Trading 212? Are you going to transfer? Are you okay with the fee? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you. I'm going to do a bit more research because there's not a lot of videos out there at the moment. So I just want to get this out quickly for you. Hopefully it gives you some information.